When the fuck was this recording? Anyways, whatever. Hi, I'm depressed. Why, you asked? Is it gonna give the shit? I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of venting because I'm fucking tired. I think I've been going through this dark night of the soul, and this is like the 4th time I've been through this shit, and it's so annoying. Or what could be more accurately called energy burnout, which is basically when you get a burnout of energy. I don't know how to explain that any better than that, but I don't know. I guess so I'm creating this channel because I text my calendar. I have a physical calendar. I don't know if you still have that. I do. Okay, so I'm creating this channel because I kind of just am a little tired of like being quiet, if that makes sense. So also, if you hear the noise, it is my fucking dog who has to say, what the fuck are you doing? Sis. So this is my dog, and come here. And apparently right now she has disabilities. Say hi to the people. Do you care? No, no biting. Stop. Say hi. Get down. Get down. She's excited. Ah! Shut up. Anyways, go play with your sea of toys that I buy you almost every week. Stop. Who? Right. Get down. That is Onyx. Onyx is my girl dog. Why do I make that point? Because I once thought she was a boy, and that was a weird time. Anyways, so I'm creating this channel because I kind of just want to vent, and I am a little tired of the people that I'm around and the different people that I meet on a daily basis, because it's not really, I don't want to say conducive, but it's not really like helpful anymore. Like now it's kind of boring, and I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or something, but like now it feels like, oh, spotlight, okay. Now it just seems like, how do I put this? So every day when I wake up, I take this little bitch out, and then I sit down and I work out a little bit. Anyways, and then I always make it a habit to learn something new. I'm always learning throughout the day, and doing that raises my intelligence levels to incredible amounts, but sometimes that makes me feel so lonely because the people that I'm surrounded by can't acquire, what the fuck? Stop. Can't really hold a candle to my intelligence. And that sounds so like girl, whatever. But for real, like, and I think only like intelligent people can know how to prove this. Like, when you are at a certain level of consciousness, there's like nothing else. Like a lot of people don't have that level to support me. So like I can't talk about too much because then I seem so condescending, or then I try to dumb myself down to fit. She just popped a balloon. I have balloons over the house, and she's just going for it. Her heart's content. I don't care. But there's this idea that like, I just want to find my soul tribe, and it's not here. And that's not saying that I'm not surrounded by good people who have good intentions. It's just that we're just not, sometimes like, sometimes when you have a different wavelength of energy, okay, you sometimes have people, you may like, and mine is raising. I'm always ascending for some fucking reason. Blame it on a Scorpio. I always constantly have to change, and it's a little annoying to the fact that like, sometimes I will keep myself at a certain level to match everybody else when it doesn't make any sense. It's not conducive to like my health, and it doesn't make anything any better. And sometimes it's this fear of like, oh, what if like I leave everybody else behind? Will they hate me? And you know, will they stop being my friend and all this other stuff? And then it's like, me wanting to be a nice person, I subconsciously kind of let myself be like diluted to the fact so that I can have people around me, but I'm like, the crazy part is I'm really comfortable like being alone. So it's not like I'm like super into always having somebody around, because I'm not. But like sometimes being by yourself, and when you're comfortable by yourself, is cool. It's nothing wrong with that. It's just that like sometimes it gets a little lonely and a little bit annoying to constantly be just by yourself. But that's why we got a puppy. Stop fucking with the hamper. Don't look at me like that. And okay, alrighty. Lord have mercy. Ow. You know, for the record, I own you. Is it how this is supposed to work? On it, stop. Anyways, I just feel like sometimes I don't want to. I think I'm at the point now where like I don't want to constantly be changing and editing myself on a micro level type of basis to fit everybody else's needs of what they need John to be. And John isn't this fucking person where I want to sit around and kiki with you bitches and laugh about dumb shit. Okay, I know like. And I know like a lot of the people I have around me are taking me out of my comfort zone, and that's fine. But like, I'm busy. What are you doing? You can't treat me like this. And why do you get distracted with like 700 of your fucking shit you gotta do? Girl, you cannot get in my lap right now. Stop. Stop. Bitch. Stop. Maybe people think I'm assaulting you. I'm not. Raising a dog is like raising a child. Sometimes you just gotta have your alone time, okay? I'm also gonna make sure there's nothing out there that she could chew on and bite, because this bitch will do it. Okay, anyway, back to the point. So, I just don't feel like editing myself anymore to fit a narrative that I don't wanna fucking fit. Like, my own parents think that like, we should be cool, and I don't wanna be cool. Like, I haven't even, that's a long story in itself, but like, maybe this is my way of telling the universe I want fucking change, and like maybe this is a start, because truth be told, like I wanted to make this video for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks, but like I wasn't doing it because I was like, I'm so scared. Like, what if this and what if that? And maybe it's like, that's another thing. I don't want the fears from my past self to hinder my new self. And that like, in that way of like, I feel like every time I come like to the edge, I like start self-sabotaging so that I can like prove to myself that like that wasn't a good step to take it, or it wasn't the right time. And like, when is the right time? You know, I don't know. Like, I'm using this to like make myself more comfortable on camera, because everyone have to start with a video, and you can't get to 300 videos without starting with the fucking one. Also, I'm also now realizing that I use the word like a lot, and maybe that's just because, and I don't ever do that in normal. I think it's because I'm talking about emotional stuff that makes me use the word like, because I end up like a teenager, which is weird. So like, I think that comes from the fact that like I was traumatized as a teenager, so that's where like my mind stays at sometimes. Although I'm not like saying that like I act like a fucking child, because I grew up, you know what I mean? I grew up, but it's like there's a part of me that's like always kind of hindered at a certain area in my life where, and I think that's the part I want to change. I want to deeply change that fact, because I don't want to like be stuck here. I don't want to stay stagnant. And like, to all my friends that I have around me, that's cool, and I love you guys, but like this is me saying that I am so tired and I am so done. I'm so done with the shit. I don't want like I don't want to go clubbing. I don't want to go and do dumb shit. I don't want to, I mean, don't get me wrong, and that's not saying that I haven't done it. It's just that like I am at the point where I don't think that shit's cute. And I don't like I think it's cute to have a balance of it, but like most motherfuckers I know don't have a balance. Like if you constantly have to be out and constantly have to be in this area of needing attention, then I don't need that because I'm comfortable. I never forget. Okay, so I never forget where one time I went to the club on Friday and I left and within 5 minutes of being in the club and went home, watched The Nanny and did a word search. And I was like, I'm the same amount of happy as drunk people. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not saying that I don't have fun, but I'm just saying that I have different levels of fun, and I think it's worth finding people that understand that. I don't think it's always healthy to have people, like, I don't know when there's there's a boundary of people where, like, you can get out your comfort zone and have fun, right? But when is it enough? When is it a balance? You know what I'm saying? If someone's always trying to drag you out, no, bitch, I'm cool. Like, and see, right now, I'm in my head, like, trying to edit this so, like, I don't offend anybody. But who the fuck am I trying not to offend is the question. But, I'm sorry if I seem all over the place. I just am. Like, this is just me being so fucking annoyed with life right now. And maybe it's also because of, like, relationships, too. Because I've had, like, a couple of few bad ones lately. And there's one that I rekindled with a friend. And I won't say rekindled. It's just that, like, I realized that some people are still on bullshit. And, like, I don't want to be on bullshit. You know what I mean? And, like, I don't want this anymore. Like, I want to move on. I want to move away. And a part of me wants to fucking block everybody and disappear. I already deleted all my fucking messages on my phone. I am thinking about deleting my social media. The only reason why I haven't done that yet is because I'm going to need social media to kind of help me grow. And now I'm concerned and wanting to check if the dog's chewing. Oh, I'll be doing dumb. The moment you bark and start annoying me, it's out. All right, see? Down, 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 down. I just... Oh, bitch, wow. I was like, 1 second. Stop, stop, stop. Come here. Come here. Whatever. Anyways, like, sometimes, like, today I slept most of the day with my dog. And, like, and I know you're like, well, that's nothing. But, like, that is something to me because for the longest time I felt guilty about, like, taking days off and just napping. But, like, I think it's healthy to be surrounded by someone or something that doesn't really care. You know what I mean? Like, dogs don't care about your next bill, your next due date, your next problem, your love. They just want to apparently get in your lap at any cost. Because, what is this? You can see this? Fucking insane. Like, apparently she can get up here by herself. I don't even have to do anything. But, can you not? You are so dramatic. Like, dramatic. No, aggressively stop. Stop. Sit. Sit. It's not sitting, but it's close enough. Every time I'm doing it, I don't know. Like, see, she's fine. She doesn't care. She just wants to play, and that's cool. I just feel like there are times where I just want to fucking leave. I just want to take my dog, pack my shit, and leave. Why? Why so loud? Why so aggressive? Bitch. Come here. This is why I put you down. Every time you want to bed, you want attention. I don't have time to give you that much attention. Stop. Stop. Cut it. I love you. Good girl. But I gotta put you down. Thank you. Okay. More or less what I mean is just, I don't know. I'm just over it. I'm just over life. And despite of like me like bullshitting and venting on a fucking video on YouTube, I just, who's your good girl? Who's your good girl? I also do the self-work. So it's not like me and just venting and not changing shit. Because I'm changing shit. I just have to. I'm literally looking at you. What more could you want? Stop. You can't bite me. No biting. Cut it out. It's not assault if they're fine. And she just needs. It's fine. Okay. Anyways. So, maybe this is step one of changing. Is me being vocal about what I want and saying that I could give less than a fuck about how people feel anymore, because your feelings don't matter to me as much as it ever should. And I just, Jesus, it's just water. I'm just a little over it, and I know it seems like a dumb thing to do, to just vent, but it isn't. It isn't a dumb thing to do, because what the fuck else? It's not, I mean, I had friends that could listen, but they wouldn't really understand, because you can't, sometimes in the day, you can't look at somebody and tell somebody you're smart. Like, I just want to find the group of people that don't bark at me when I'm trying to make a fucking video. Are you kidding me right now? You stop. Sit. I don't get at you, man. That's not my fault. If you give me like 5 minutes, I know I was gonna say 4 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Stop. You don't let me do shit lately. You getting older. You're getting very bratty. What is this about? Do girls need this much attention in real life? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Hey, cut it out. Bitch. Literally. Okay, so. Real cute until it becomes annoying. Because why wouldn't she open the door? Anyways, back to my point I've been trying to make for 18 fucking minutes. Ramble. I ramble. That's fine. I don't care. Video number 1. I can do the fuck I want. My goal is to find my own soul tribe and to find a group of people that feel the same way I do. Maybe not the same way I do. Maybe feel similar and can understand similar experiences. Most people I hang out with can't really understand similar experiences. And my best friend can. And my other best friend. So I have two. But they understand where I come from on most days, but like, okay, so with one best friend, I can't talk about my spirituality because it doesn't make sense to her. And yeah. And then my other best friend, I can talk about spirituality, but like, I don't want to do half the things that he does. And maybe that's a problem. I don't know. It's not like a bad thing. It's just that like, I have interests and I have hobbies and I have things I want to do, and I think that like I can find people who can encourage me to do that and help me to do it and not lead me down a path where like I feel like I am somewhat stuck, stagnant, and lost. You know what I mean? Like I think the criteria for friends that I have dropped so low that like anybody I would accept at this point. But like I don't want to do that. I think the same criteria I have for finding a boyfriend is the same criteria I should have for finding friends. It shouldn't be a sacrifice for like, I'm not saying not compromise, but like it shouldn't be a sacrifice to my own self to have people around me. You know what I mean? And the people I have around me and are of substance. It's just that after a certain point, there becomes, why are you doing on the fucking table? It's just a certain like, I don't know. And then also like criteria for boyfriends, because that's a competition in itself. Okay. The last couple of relationships or guys that have been interested, because I don't know, I wouldn't even call it relationships, because the last time I asked a guy I fucked, basically just got attached, and then like after 2 weeks was like, I'm not attached, and I'm like, I didn't even understand. But I guess that was my fault, because I pushed like a lot of weird agendas on him that I didn't have to. Like, I made this nigga out to be a hero and he wasn't, you know what I mean? It just, okay, the weirdest dog, but hey. I guess now I'm just gonna go journal, because I'm tired, and I'm going to make some deliveries, because I need to sit in the car and drive and get high, because, hey, why not? What's today, the 4th? Sometimes I have to like, this is a black thing, honestly. Sometimes on my calendar, I have to like assess the last and first couple weeks of months, because police are crazy and they will pull you over for the dumbest shit. Like, the dumbest, like just the dumb. And I don't feel like dealing with that shit today. And like, also, police in this town are very aggressive. I've seen in the last couple of weeks 2 to 3 cars be pulling over one car, and I'm like, sir, it's a 2006 Honda. What do y'all need backup upon backup for? Quotas. I know it's quotas, but like, I think it's funny that like they have to reach quotas, because I just find it funny sometimes when like there's 3 cars on like pull over one car, because I'm like, oh god, you're trying to share the quota. That's funny. That's like the